Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. So today guys, we are going to be talking a little bit about World Cup mode. Now we have a very special day coming out November 11th. So mark your calendars. By the way, the World Cup starts in less than 3 weeks. And we have, again, as I was just saying, a extremely special day on FIFA in 10 days. So we're going to kind of go over a little bit everything today. It is going to be a little bit of a longer video. So if you guys enjoyed tonight's video, drop a thumbs up. It supports the channel a ton. And I'm going to leave links to socials down below. Follow my Twitch channel, guys. Everybody who's watching this video, be in the stream on the 11th. It's going to be a Friday. We're going to do, like, I think a 10-hour stream at least. It's going to be a crazy day, and you will see why in this video. So we got a pitch notes today. You guys might have seen some of this stuff around socials today, around the trailer. I'm going to review it for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to talk about some other stuff that is really interesting and stuff that you guys have to see and hear about, because I think it's very important information. So first of all, we are going to have a World Cup mode. It's not going to be connected with FUT. It kind of makes sense because it's just dumb for EA to do that early on in the year. They want to keep people interested in FUT. In the last couple of years, obviously, the World Cup has been at the end of the game cycle, so it really makes sense to do a separate mode. It kind of revives a little bit, brings people back into the game. And yeah, so you're going to have like World Cup tournaments, online stuff. You guys actually have already seen probably a video of mine where I was like able to get in via the menus to play the World Cup mode. So FIFA World Cup Live, you got online quick play, but really what you guys are here for is FIFA Ultimate Team. So there's a lot of stuff going on with FIFA Ultimate Team, and there's a lot of differences and things like that. So the first main difference, in my opinion, is that every person is going to receive a FIFA World Cup player item within FIFA Ultimate Team on Season 2 in November 11th. So EA does FIFA Ultimate Team by season. So Season 1 ends on November 11th. That's in 10 days from now. That's when like your rivals division is going to kind of reset a little bit. Everything kind of resets every season and we get new players. I just hit level 30 today and got the level 30 player. So I just completed this whole season, which is pretty cool, right? Because everybody's going to get your first squad of FIFA World Cup player items in your starter pack, which you can open and earn when you log in. Now, I think there's going to be a lot of panic for this. I think just generally a lot of people are going to be very skeptical about the market heading into this November 11th date. So first of all, if you're watching this video and the market does recover and do nice this week, I would just sell cards. And I think it's good to sell your cards by like Thursday, because I remember in the previous years, I think this Friday is going to be team of the group stage. We'll make a video talking about that tomorrow. I just think the market kind of goes down during team of the group stage most years anyways. And even last Friday, we had this kind of backwards market, and we've got Black Friday coming in 3 weeks. So we've got a lot of stuff going on in the future. So there will be plenty of additional opportunities to earn FIFA World Cup player items during Season 2. Select packs that you earn from awards, as well as some store packs, will be refreshed to start, including FIFA World Cup player items as guaranteed bonus Season 2 content until December 23. So I'm also assuming that EA is going to put some items in the season where you guys look at like level 1 to 30. I think EA is going to put some stuff there. This means that the packs with FIFA World Cup player items will contain their usual content as well, as addition as FIFA World Cup items. So there's going to be some milestones. There's going to be repeatable SBCs, and they're limited content that expires at the end of the experience. Obtain FIFA World Cup player items. There's going to be swaps, which is awesome. Some player items may have increased attributes compared to their base version, and the more items you collect, the better your end of the event rewards can be. I think they're going to do a lot with friendlies. I think there's going to be a lot of tournaments in the friendlies tab, which is something to also look forward to. I think we've seen some slight execution from EA of kind of making that work, but the rewards haven't been that good, so hopefully they're better. FIFA World Cup swaps. This looks absolutely beautiful. There's going to be a permanently upgraded FIFA World Cup star player item from each of the 32 nations at the FIFA World Cup, which will be available to redeem as part of FIFA World Cup swaps within SBCs. So this should be great. There's going to be stuff you can kind of obtain, which I think is awesome. This could be really cool. There could be some actually like really good World Cup cards. So I just think, you know, there's so much to look forward to. You know, with this is just one of the things. I think this will be the first real swaps of the year. Swaps is one of the best things on FUT. If you guys are new to this channel or you're new to FIFA, basically EA will release like a bunch of objectives that you can do and obtain different tokens. It can be a grind. Some of them are SBCs, some of them are squad battles, some of them are rivals. Once you get all these kind of together, you can make a decision and kind of choose options of, you know, swaps that you can pick with a certain token amount. So that's really something exciting to look forward to. You can track the number of FIFA World Cup player items you earn in the FUT main menu over on the new FIFA World Cup tile, which will appear in the game on November 11th, which is awesome, right? You're also going to show your dupes and there's going to be 10 reward levels to progress through. And as you complete each level, you'll unlock more rewards. If you complete all 10 levels, you qualify for all available rewards. It says packs and player picks. So that's something to look forward to as well. And then end of event rewards will be redeemable on January 4th, which is, I think, 11 days after when the FIFA World Cup player items expire and start being removed from your club. So there's going to be certain items that you're basically going to use, I think, to kind of get upgraded cards. There's going to be some limited time items, but anything you kind of obtain and like choose via swaps, or I think pack or pick via rewards, you're going to be able to keep. We'll talk about that a little bit further. Do you see how there's a timer on these cards? These are really like player items. So I think that you're using these to kind of get coins. Basically, the way they're going to do it is integrate anything like the previous World Cup mode into FUT, where you're going to be using these cards to get coins, packs, items that are long-term. And that's going to be EA's way of getting people to play. Now, this is what's really cool. At least this is one of the things that I think is really cool. Okay, so we're going to have these World Cup heroes coming out. This was actually what my main focus of my YouTube video was going to be, that I plan to make for you guys this week. But there's been a lot more information today just generally about the World Cup, so I've included some of it in this video. So these cards are all coming out on November 11th. Yeah, I know. It's a really big deal. That's a Friday too. So it's going to be freaking lit on this game. All of these cards are going to go into packs on November 11th. They are specifically selected players from nations at the World Cup, and they're boosted versions of heroes that we already have. Now, Footpin's had this team in here for a while because these cards were leaked at the beginning of the year. They're also Marvel heroes, so I'm like really into Marvel. I think this is so sick. The card designs are like out of this world. And I just think so many of these cards that were semi-usable before are like crazy usable now. I think almost every one of these cards in this team, you could argue, is usable. And we've just got some incredible upgrades, you know? Like, you're looking at Smolarek going from 91 pace and 85 shooting to 94-90. And these cards are coming in the game in November. I mean, these are going to be the game-breaking cards. These are going to be all clear of many of the icons in this game. I mean, this cool card is like insane. He's an 88 centered forward. Brawlin has like 90 pace and 92 shooting. He's got like all these cards have +2 to +3, +4s everywhere. So it's not even like it's just one upgrade. A lot of these cards are like 3 upgrades average. Donovan has +4 shooting and +3 pace. Park Ji-sung is a lot faster. Marquisio looks mad. Lucio, you know, looks crazy. Auto defender for Lucio. He's going to be impossible to get by. Imagine facing somebody with Lucio and VVD. Forlan and Voller just look nuts. 91 pace, 94 shooting, 90 dribbling for Voller. And look at the kit design is beautiful. So these cards are all going to be coming out, guys, on Ultimate Team in 10 days. And the really relevant part why I wanted to include it is that if you guys pre-ordered this game, which many of you guys did, not everybody, but if you pre-ordered the game, there's nothing you can do now if you didn't. But if you did pre-order, I think, a certain version of the game, you're going to get this item, which is like literally insane. You're going to get, if you pre-ordered it by August 21st, you're going to get this untradeable hero player item on November 11th. This player item will be one of the 21 World Cup heroes that are new to this game, which is literally insane. And it looks like there's going to be a Team 1 and a Team 2. Because they say regardless of which team they release they feature in. So I think they're going to space it out. They're going to do Team 1 in packs and then Team 2. That's my take based on that, what I've just interpreted from that reading, which is literally insane. That means so many people are going to get an untradeable pack from this team. I would literally be happy with like Nakata in my pack. That's how good these cards literally look. And, you know, like the L's of this pack is literally probably like Capdevila maybe, but that's even like a prime icon left back. Like there's not even any L's. Like even like maybe it's Peter Crouch. Peter Crouch is probably the L of this pack because you look at the bench, like the entire bench is insane. Carvalho, maybe Mascherano and Marquez are L's, but there's so many crazy players. Papin maybe. There's so many crazy players in this pack. Now the reason why like this news is really exciting is that in last year's game, if you pre-ordered FIFA, you got a pre-order pack of a hero player, right? And that's, you know, a little bit different this year because EA have now like confirmed for sure that we're going to get these Marvel hero items if you pre-order the game, and you're going to get one of the 21. And that's just a lot different because last year we were heading into the pre-order packs or the hero packs, and there was a lot of panic on the market with many of these cards. We've got a really different situation here because not only are you going to have a pre-order of all these cards, but all of these players are going to also start to be on the market, which I think is actually going to create some panic over the next 10 days of some of these heroes. Now, here's what I'm here to tell you. Number one, this is quite frankly like one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest market we've ever had. So it's going to be very interesting because I do think a lot of these cards are going to be expensive, but I think they're not going to be the craziest price you expected. Like, for example, I think many of these cards will be multi-million coins or just north of $1 million or just south of $1 million. But you know, I think in previous years we might have seen those be more expensive. I think there's going to be a lot of panic selling from many of these heroes, and I don't know if it's going to be necessarily all the top tiers, but I just think there's going to be all around the board a lot of panic selling heading into 10 days from now. I think a lot of people are going to cash out on their heroes. I don't think it's really going to start until like next week necessarily, but watch out, because here's my take. I think a lot of these heroes are going to be amazing buys, especially the ones with the World Cup heroes. So when we take a look at, you know, who's in this team that looks crazy, right? Brawlin, Voller, Forlan. I mean, these are, you know, Voller and Forlan are going to be like 1 million coins plus minimum. Yaya Toure is going to be like 4. So as we head into this kind of like release of these cards, I'm really going to be interested to see on the market, you know, is this hero Yaya Toure going to go from like 137 where he was stable all week? Now he's 1-3. Is he going to go down to like 1-1? Because I really think he's going to rebound. So if you're watching this video right now and you're wondering, should you sell your hero? Well, let me tell you something. If you've got one of the heroes that's got a World Cup Marvel hero card, I think it's interesting to maybe take the money, because I think you'll actually be able to rebuy them cheaper and then make money. So I'm not telling you to panic sell. I'm basically saying I think there's going to be some panic with any of the players that have another version of a hero, which all the players in this team do. I think people are going to panic sell them like crazy next week, because I think, number one, people are going to want to liquidate, take the coins, and just use whatever player they pack. And then number two, I just think this is what happens when we have new cards, right? People go ahead and panic sell, especially if it's the specific card type that we're looking at. And look, these are all coming into the game. So this is super exciting. I think 85-90% of the players, you know, whether or not you pack them, they're all coming into the game and they all look incredible. I'll probably have to do some foot drafts or something to try these guys out. We're gonna have to grind drafts pretty heavy when these cards do come out, because they just look out of this world. So that's what they had said. And then in the FAQ, you know, there's a lot to read here. Will all FIFA World Cup content be limited time? We're going to talk about this right now. No, only the FIFA World Cup player items will be limited time. This will be marked by the blue timer icon. So anything you have on the specific card, if it has a timer on it, it's going to expire at the end of the period, which has been claimed to be December 23rd. So that's when it will end. And you know, I'm assuming that these items are not going to be like crazy desirable. I think they're not going to be some item where you're like, oh my God, the World Cup is ending, I need my card back. I don't think it's going to be that detrimental. So this, you know, whole process is going to be from November 11th to December 23rd. And yes, guys, this looks really exciting. So this was all the confirmed news we had, you know, kind of coming out today about you know, this World Cup and everything. I think it looks crazy exciting. There was some car design somewhere that I had seen on Twitter. I think it was a part of the trailer. I'm not 100% sure where I saw it, but I saw something on Twitter today with a bunch of car designs. I mean, I'll probably go ahead and look on Sahil's Twitter, Criminal FIFA. He's got some crazy car designs that he's been posting on his Twitter the last couple of weeks. This is obviously one of the official World Cup Path to Glory design. This should be, you know, some sort of like upgraded card as we go. This is the World Cup Stories card design. So there's just going to be a bunch of card designs being added into this game as we go. These are all of the actual World Cup designs. FUT Scoreboard, the GOAT. So you've got your World Cup player, you've got your World Cup icon. I'm very curious to see how that's going to work. That looks awesome. That might just be a part of the other mode. World Cup Path to Glory, World Cup Star, World Cup Swap, World Cup Phenom. So I'm assuming that's going to be like a younger player that's playing well, you know, Prodigy. World Cup Stories. This is going to be like, again, Modric would be a good example. Past and present, someone who's got maybe a little bit more of that legacy at the World Cup and who's getting like an upgraded car. Road to the World Cup team of the tournament, and World Cup hero. So these are all incredible car designs. I think my favorite is the World Cup icon, but these are all going to be coming. And the bottom line is, right, this is a lot of stuff coming on Ultimate Team. So I think this is going to do some damage to the market around this November 11th date. I mean, there's just going to be a ton of panic heading into this game and a ton of uncertainty into this Friday. But what I can tell you guys for sure is the number one thing that I am excited for is these Marvel heroes. I mean, they are just going to be wild. It's just going to be interesting to see, like, what do people pay for the price on Lucio, right? Because Lucio is number one, this version is in the Bundesliga, and then this version is in the Serie A. Although chem with these guys doesn't matter. How much more is this card going to be, you know, than the hero version? That's certainly going to be really, really, really interesting. But I think the largest upgrades from all of these cards that I had seen so far, I think Forlan looks out of this world. We could compare him with his previous version here. But man, Forlan looks so special. It's a +3. He's got 4 pace, 4 shooting, 5 dribbling, 4 physical, and 4 passing. So that's one of the craziest upgrades that we are going to see out of this whole entire team. As I had said, Voller looks also crazy. I think he's got a league change, so this version is going to be in the Serie A, which is also quite interesting. And then, you know, the other version is the Bundesliga. This one is 4 shooting, 2 pace, 4 dribbling, 2 physical, and 2 passing. So a lot to like there. He's got a really nice upgrade. Let me see the rest of this team. Yaya Toure, I think, is a 4 pace upgrade. Yeah, 4 pace, 2 shooting, 2 passing, 3 dribbling, 2 defending. So what you do have to understand, as I'm saying, and we're looking at all these cards, I mean, these cards are going to be so expensive. This card, by the way, watch out. His 85 is crazy. He's got 99 pace, 5 pace, 6 dribbling, 4 physical, 3 passing, and 4 shooting. This card is going to be insane. And what's been really nice is that this version is a little bit cheaper just because of the league. It's a less popular league in FIFA. But actually, I would be very curious to see in this game how this card would be priced if Heroes didn't get that like full chem link, because they've been really kind of getting full chem since the start if they actually depended on the league. But obviously that's not how it works. So yeah, guys, very much looking forward to this. Hopefully you guys are too. I just kind of wanted to go over some of this stuff. So in terms of like a trend to look for, watch out for some of these heroes that are getting these World Cup items to go down over the next week. I think they're going to be a great pickup. I think you'll be able to make a lot of coins on them. I think a lot of them will rebound, especially the ones that have, you know, the super expensive ones. The guys in this team, they're going to be out of this world expensive, and I expect to be more than 1 million coins. Is probably going to be Marquisio for sure. I think Smolarek is going to be. Govu has a chance. Park Ji-sung, I think, would be just under. I think Cool will be over 1 mil. I think Aloe-Wayron will be around 1 mil. I think Brawlin, Lucio for sure, Toure for sure, Voller and Forlan I think have a chance, and then JJ for sure. So you've got a lot of players in this team that might be north of 1 mil, which is very, very interesting for the market. So thanks for watching the video today, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.